Welcome to the Coffee Club. We hoist our cups and then glug glug. A finer group of friends you will not meet. Coffee Club.
Friday, the 8th of July, with Jesse and Josh and a whole host of friends here in the studio. And want to welcome back Nick the Cop. It's been a while. You've been on, what, nights or something? What's going on, huh?
Been on nights for 4 months.
4 months?
Got back to days. July 4th was my first day back on days.
Well, thanks for...
Is there a difference between night people and day people?
Yes. Yes.
Which ones are funner to arrest?
None.
Yeah, exactly.
More action at night for sure.
Yeah. So, Nick the Cop, welcome back. And I don't know what it is. Colt doesn't come by unless Nick's here. What's the deal, huh? Colt, come on.
Somebody's got to be here to make fun of the cop. and I have an answer for why they keep him at nights.
Why?
They've got to hide him.
No.
There's not as many people awake at night.
Yeah. So, Colt joining us here, too.
Good morning.
So
He's been mowing, though.
We got the firefighter, we got the cop. We're just like three people. We're construction working our way from the village people in here this morning.
But here's the deal, though. We brought the donut man in, too.
Yeah.
So they could have a fight over the donut.
Yeah. Andrew Avery's is joining us here this morning.
Billy going to win that one.
I didn't bring
Absolutely, I'm
this
going to
morning.
win that one.
That's probably a good thing. With how these two have been going back and forth already today,
Yeah.
I don't think we need a bigger fight.
Of course, we got Kenna, Josh, myself. Josh's mom's in the building.
Yeah, my mom's here.
Yeah.
She's a coffeeaholic, and she's probably who I got my coffee drinking from.
Yeah.
Well, that and Grandma. I would say Grandma drank a lot of coffee.
And then Charlie is here from the MEDC here in McCook. So welcome in. First time for Coffee Club, right?
It is. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So you've been with the EDC for how long now?
Oh, a whopping probably 2 months now.
Okay. And how did you land this position? How'd this work out?
It was kind of a easy transition, if you will. I was literally, my previous office was down the hallway for the last 10 years, literally two doors down the hall. And I've been in the building for the last 10 years and have worked side by side with a lot of the other directors throughout the years and had some people encourage me to go after it when it was open, and I did and ended up getting it. So,
Well, congratulations. I know when they announced the hire, I was like, ooh,
That's a good hire.
that's a good hire. That's a real good hire.
appreciate that.
We were excited about that. So let's talk about before you became with the EDC. Talk about that position. What was your responsibility there?
So I was a business consultant with the Nebraska Business Development Center. I had 2 offices, one here and in North Platte, where I covered a very large region, basically McCook to Valentine.
Yeah.
And then Ogallala over to Broken Bow. And so I was doing quite a bit of traveling. And I mean, I did have office hours here, but it was really nice to stay here and devote all my time to the community. And that was a big part of that decision.
My first interaction with you was actually with the Hormel business plan, and you helped out with that quite a bit. So.
Yeah. Initially, it had a bit of a hiatus for a few years after the initial first, couple rounds went, and then it kind of went by the way for, 4 or 5 years, I think. And then years ago, Andy Long, when he was still at the college, approached me and asked how we can get that program kind of back up and running and how we can support local entrepreneurs and startup companies. So we kind of dug it up and kind of redeveloped it a little bit and got it up and going again. So, yeah.
Well, my first interaction, I like this guy. He's smart. He feels like he cares. That can go a long way,
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah. I enjoy what I do and always have. And I got an entrepreneurial mindset and heart behind me. And so I've always enjoyed everything I did in that sense.
So Charlie McPherson, with the McCook Economic Development Corporation.
Correct.
So what do you do now?
So I dabble in a little bit of everything that involves economic development here in McCook. So everything from trying to address housing needs, workforce, talent, recruitment, retail, you name it. We kind of, whatever we can do to help support the community and make it a place that people want to live and come back to is kind of what our goal is. So.
And those are some big issues right now. If you ask McCook people, residents, what's the biggest challenges? The two big ones are housing and workforce.
Correct.
Those two, right?
Yeah, and they go hand in hand. I mean, depending on who you talk to, if you're out talking to employers throughout the community, they need people. They need good, talented individuals to come back and be a part of our workforce. But the problem is if you're trying to recruit individuals back to the community or to the community, where are they going to live? We got a little bit of a housing stock shortage. We just recently completed a housing study, and we're near about 200 houses / rental properties that we're a little bit short on. So
We're short by 200.
roughly, yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you take a look at it and you think of McCook, what is McCook? McCook is the Omaha of Southwest Nebraska.
And essentially, yeah.
And we have all of these little towns that, come in to McCook for job force because McCook doesn't have the housing available.
Yeah.
And it's kind of...
Well, and Charlie, I know your whole idea is McCook, but you also have to look at what's going on in the bedroom communities. And
Absolutely.
I know that's a big part of your job,
Absolutely, yeah. So what we're doing now is we're working alongside with the city and looking at other state agencies where we can help kind of get some of this development going. If anybody's looked at any of the housing on any of the realtor sites, the ones that's kind of in that price point anywhere from 150, let's say, to 250, it doesn't last long if it's a quality home.
It's days, if not hours.
Right. So the EDC has worked hard prior to even me coming on board, where they have purchased some properties throughout the McCook, and really looking to push on doing some different development opportunities for housing within the community, just to put a dent in that. I mean, 2 houses is a lot, or 200 is a lot, and just whatever we can do to get things going is what we're aiming to do.
So if there's A, entrepreneurs, or B, volunteers, are there things that need to be done, or how do people help do what you're doing?
Well, part of it is just supporting the EDC, because what our efforts is, we're private public entity, so we get a majority of our funding through businesses, individuals, organizations, but we also get some funds through the city, how we're a public entity, and that's how we're able to do some of these projects along with some other state and federal type funding opportunities. One of the things we're always looking for is that one of the issues we're running into is just simply finding developers to come in and help us address our needs.
You're on the World Wide Web right now. Somebody wants to come in and build 30 homes. That'd be great.
Right. And one of the issues is we're not alone in this. Literally every community, especially in my previous role, every community I worked in and worked with those individuals, everybody had the same housing needs. Everybody had a shortage. And so just trying to attract some developers out here, typically a lot of that momentum's been in Lincoln and Omaha for quite a while now, and just trying to get a little piece of the pie out here to get something going. So,
Charlie, you guys got a website or something people can learn more about what the EDC is?
Yep. It's just McCook economicdevelopment.org.
Okay. Thank you for being here for our coffee club this morning.
Absolutely.
Weekend poll, as Andrew said, you all trying to start a fight, and the answer is yes. Kenna, what do we have for a weekend poll here today?
Do you call it soda or pop?
Andrew, you want to start?
Soda.
No.
Also,
soda.
Good morning, Amalia.
Yeah. Morning.
Morning.
I think her eyes forgot it was morning.
Yeah. No, good morning. So, Kenna, you say what?
It's pop.
It's pop?
Soda.
It's pop.
Pop. All right. Where you at, Josh? Soda or pop?
I call it both. Like, if I talk about it, I'd probably say I'm going to go get a pop more than I would a soda. But I do call it soda.
Or better yet, do you call it soda pop?
No.
No.
Yes,
that's way too long.
Yeah.
I'll go get a soda pop.
Yeah.
Soda pop.
Charlie, soda or pop?
100% soda.
Soda.
It's been that way my whole life.
Yeah. Colt, how about you?
Kind of like Josh, I use both terms.
Because you don't want to offend somebody.
Right. I think it depends. Yeah, I mean, your circle.
You're a
like, it's your
politician
circle.
now, or what?
If I'm going to see Andrew, I'm going to say, hey, I'll take a soda.
I'll take a soda. I'd have a soda.
Amalia, good morning. Is it soda or is it pop?
Pop.
Yeah, pop for you. All right. Mama Keenport's soda is a pop.
Pop.
Okay.
All the way.
Now, how many people are... Have you been to the South? It's not soda or pop. It's...
Coke.
Hey, you want a Coke?
Hey, Coke.
Okay, what flavor of Coke do you want?
That's in Canada, eh?
And I'd take a Pepsi.
Well, that's what they say. They say, hey, it's a Pepsi Coke.
Pepsi Coke. How can they...
I want to
on the
know
wrong
what
end of the deal.
accent you're using, Josh.
I know.
It's
He
my
said,
Canadian accent.
But
Oh, Cookie.
And I'm pretty sure Jesse said in the South.
that's where I was at.
And
I
you
was
went
like,
to Canada.
No, in the South, you can't understand what they're saying. They got
He's
that
having
gator
a-
voice.
he's having a Coke and a boat in the South.
Yep.
That sounds more Canadian
So down
than
south,
Josh's.
everything's Coke. Pepsi's not even an option. It's only Coke.
It's a Coke. And then what flavor?
My father-in-law is born and raised Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's
Wait,
Coke.
does he still live there?
Off and on. He goes back quite a bit.
Does he make gumbo and all that jazz?
We do. He don't. We do.
So he makes
Where
gumbo.
you at on the
That's what I heard.
crawfish?
I heard Trina makes
My wife, Trina,
Yeah.
is really into doing gumbo, jambalaya,
Prove it.
crawfish.
Yeah.
Hey,
Trina.
Okay.
functions.
Fridays from now.
So all right. She's been hired to do an event this summer. She's just kind of getting out. She does it
Yeah.
for fun.
Yeah.
But she made gumbo a couple weeks ago. We had a lot of leftovers.
Really?
She posted it to just her Facebook page saying,
Yeah.
we have some leftovers. She's thinking about just doing it for fun,
Yeah.
selling it. So, I
Yeah.
mean, she can cover her expenses because she enjoys doing it.
Yeah.
And it was gone in literally 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing, instead of coffee club, we have a
Gumbo
Friday
Gumbo
dinner.
club.
Gumbo club.
Absolutely.
Listen, I'm pretty good at barbecue.
I've heard.
I can trade barbecue. This is great.
Yes. No, we do. So we got
a happy camper.
we got a freezer full of crawfish.
I think we're
got
back
my
to the
attention.
barter system now.
Yeah, see, in my previous life, Jesse doesn't believe in previous life, but I believe I was a Southern black woman because I love soul food.
I can totally see it.
Right.
No, I can totally see it.
The weekend poll is: do you call it soda or pop? You can vote.
You call it. You call
SNOOZEBUSTER
it soda a lot.
Facebook page. Actually, more often than not, if I talk about I'm going to go get a beverage, I
Yeah.
probably say that more than anything. I don't want to go pop or whatever. Hey, I need beverage.
I'll say it's a little higher class word.
You think?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
so-
a beverage.
I'm gonna
I'm
beverage.
parched. I need a beverage.
I asked for it as I put my monocle on. You know.
What I want to do is I need a parched. I need to go get a beverage. Excuse me. Somebody got a beverage.
Next topic for Coffee Club: best and worst summer jobs you've ever had. Amalia, you get to start. What was the best or worst summer job you've had? in
You
your,
better be
what,
careful.
18 years?
I was just
18
thinking
years?
that.
Well, I've only had 3 jobs, and I still work like all of them, kind of. And I don't really hate any of them. I guess sometimes I don't want to like show up to like one specifically. I'm not gonna say which one because then I'm gonna feel really bad.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a very wise
That's us.
decision.
That's
Yeah.
us.
No,
It's
it's
clearly
not
us.
this one. It's not this one. I literally, it's not this one.
Do we fit somewhere in the middle between best and worst?
No, I would say it's probably the best one.
Yeah,
I'm not
baby.
gonna lie.
Yay. Pandering
Another
is
good
an
choice.
art.
What?
What did you like best about interning at the radio station here?
Yeah. Just like getting to meet all these people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably my favorite part.
So, Amalia, until you get to know her, she's kind of a socially capable introvert until you get to know her.
Are you calling me awkward?
Oh,
That's what it sounded like.
No. How did you get awkward out of that?
you know, I never thought of him describing people as awkward, but now it makes sense because that's how he describes Seth.
And Seth's awkward.
That's why.
Seth reminds me of Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Guy's not even here.
So,
He's still in bed for another
but no,
10 minutes.
we've seen Amalia grow over the last year that she's been here, and now, I mean, you've grown. You're going to go off and go to college now. We're all sad here, but you come back and see us, all right?
Yeah.
All right,
Well, she's going to come back, work for us, and sell our commercials internationally.
do it.
That'd be really cool.
It would be great. All right, Charlie, best or worst summer job you ever had? What was it?
Well, I'd have to go back to my high school days. I don't know if it would be the best, but the funnest was probably when I was a junior or senior. I worked at a dealership, and they had a couple dealerships. And so my job was transporting cars from dealership to dealership. So at 17 years old, when you get to jump in the newer vehicles of that time, Corvettes, I mean, it's pretty fun job that I had.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Might have did a burnout or two along the way, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
What's the
you
statute of
tested that
limitations
speedometer
on
a
that there?
We did.
How fast can you get from place to place?
Oh, I didn't keep track. We didn't.
Nick the cop, how about you? Best or worst summer job that you had?
I've never had a summer job per se. From the time I was 14, I started working at the bowling alley in North Platte. Worked there all the way through high school until I was 18, 19 years old. So never had a summer job, but that was a pretty cushy job. Hand out some shoes, put some names on a computer to let people go bowl, and it was inside the AC. So it was summer and hot outside. I was sitting inside drinking a soda pop, watching people bowl.
Cold. Best or worst summer job?
Really, that's kind of similar to what you do now. Sit in the air conditioning and watch people drive around. Coffee pop. Has a coffee pop.
Coffee pop.
I'm kind of like the same way. I've always had a job, not just summer jobs, I guess. So, but one of the worst jobs I think was probably food service when I was 15 years old. That was awful. There used to be a Dairy Cream in Trenton, at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Years and years ago.
I feel
That
like
was terrible.
every person should have to work food service for at least a summer.
Yep.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
At least.
In college, I worked at Old Chicago for about a week and a half.
And then, did you get fired for drinking the profits?
Nope, I just quit coming. I had enough people asking me for water. I'm like, there's a fountain. Like, go get your water.
Andrew, best or worst summer job that you had?
I don't know. Probably the only thing I can probably speak to is the worst summer job was an internship at Cargill in Fort Morgan, Colorado. I was like a 2,300 person plant, 3 shifts.
Wow.
And it was super insightful, but that was the inflection point of my career where I said, you know, meat science is a great degree to have, but not a great industry to be in. And the next summer I ended up in McCook, and the rest is history. So
That's right. Ended up buying a business here and calling it home. We like it. So I'm pretty happy about it. Becky, best or worst summer job you ever had?
My worst, I have to go worst first. My parents
I knew this was going to be it.
owned the marina out at Red Willow, and we had to empty the fish head trash cans.
Ooh.
And it was filled with like flies and fly larvae and lots of maggots.
Okay, there's people eating breakfast right now. So.
Yeah. That would have to be
Gotcha
the
on that
worst.
Go into the mess.
Yeah.
And then the best was probably the same job because you got to meet lots and lots of people, and I got to cook.
Yeah.
And
There's still some people that talk about it all the time.
I'm sure. Yeah, it was. Plus, I worked at Wendy's back in the day.
For you guys, best or worst?
Well, my worst one I cannot say on the radio.
Okay.
But my best would probably have to be when I spent every summer in high school being a lifeguard, because my last 2 summers then I was able to even manage the pool, which was pretty cool.
Nice. That's good. And you learn skills there that you'll take throughout the rest of your life.
Oh yeah, and it really bothers me when I like watch movies and stuff and they're like playing with their pool chemicals or they're trying to save people, and I'm like, you're gonna kill them.
Yeah.
Don't save people like that.
chlorine level.
Josh, how about you?
I never really had like an actual summer job. I worked for Kikers a lot, and they did like shearing sheep and all that jazz. But I really wouldn't say that was a bad job. It was kind of good because Tina, if anybody knows Tina Kiker, she's absolutely an amazing cook. And so that was always kind of the plus. We got paid in food, so I was a happy camper with that. But what?
Did you brand some cows?
Oh, yeah, we branded cows, too. That was stinky. I would say that I did not like that part because they didn't have the special hydraulic chute that they have now. So I had to, like, catch them, and then you had to put the food, your boot on their butt. Mm-hmm. Because when they brand it.
I remember.
And then sit on their neck to hold their head down.
No, and I was always the back end part.
I'm sorry.
I would have killed for the neck part.
I always get the neck part.
I got my revenge.
There's too many jokes right now.
Best and worst for me is probably the same thing, and that is a fireworks stand. We did it as a family, and we did 3, 4, 5 years somewhere in there. It was 10 days of intense, like, 18-hour days or whatever. It was a lot of fun. It was a great family project. And it was good. In 10 days, we made about $3,500, $4,000, so we could use that to go on a vacation. I mean, it was the best and the worst at the same time because it was just a ton of work, but it was so much fun. It was fun watching my son actually get into the sales part of it. And, he'd watch me for a while, and then next thing you know, this little kid's turning into his own entrepreneur, and he was quite a salesman. He really was. And so, for me, that was probably the best and the worst at the same time. Next topic for Coffee Club. What are some things you can't look cool doing? And I'm going to give you
look cool.
You cannot look cool doing these things. And
I got one.
so I'm going to give you a couple.
No, you don't. No, you don't. He doesn't have. Shut the mic off. Oh, I knew it was coming.
I'm sorry, Nick, the mic was off. What was that?
Being a firefighter, you can't look cool doing it.
I don't know.
Well, not once. I've already put the uniform on.
No, that's false because we have more people comment about the sexy firefighter than anything. Like, oh, you guys had the sexy firefighter on. I'm like, who's that? Nick the cop?
The firefighters and cops.
Was Derek
I'm
here
not
that
convinced
day?
those are actual firefighters.
How about this one? Trying to locate a straw in your mouth, in your drink, when the straw's gone AWOL, and you're trying. You can't look at it, but you're trying to get you can't look cool doing that. Or running with a backpack on.
Picking your nose.
Yeah,
That's not fair.
what?
Because, like, the new modern parents, they have those backpacks. And
Backpack diaper bags. I
Yeah.
think you could look cool running.
I
with
have
of those.
one, and it was raining outside, so I ran. Me running in general is just awkward.
Cool.
Yeah.
But those new backpack things, you can't help it.
Who else says something you can't look cool doing?
Sneezing.
Front.
Sneezing.
Front.
Everybody's got that face when they're about ready to sneeze.
Yeah.
It's the pre-sneeze face. This is the best.
Right.
And the opportunity to jump in there before they get the sneeze out is a wonderful
That
experience.
drives me nuts.
Oh, I love it.
It drives me nuts. Because, like, when I sneeze, it's like a built up.
Oh, it'll be an 8-second pop.
Oh, yeah, it will.
Andrew, how about you? Something you can't look cool doing. Got anything for the list?
Really, eating any finger food.
Eating finger
Chips,
food?
Celery.
Well, 310 Social, isn't a lot of that finger food?
Yeah, but it's not 310 look cool.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
I bet
Give
there's
you
people
one
out there
everything on
that
the
can
menu,
look
Colt.
cool.
We'll see.
If you haven't been there to 310 Social yet, it's
I really want the
it's on
key
point.
lime charcuterie.
You can't even
Yeah,
spell
you do.
charcuterie.
Yes, I can.
Try it.
That's all right. We'll get on all that.
We're trying to keep it.
Amalia, what is something you can't look cool doing? You have anything for the list today?
No. The only thing I could think of was like putting pants on, but it's like I don't know.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Or like running like so like if a cat or like your dog gets out of the car and you have to run and go catch it, that's pretty awkward.
Yeah, because you're like bent over and
Yeah,
you're doing
yeah,
the
and
whole.
you're doing that like weird thing where you're like an ape kinda, you know what I'm saying?
Or trying to pick up a bag in the wind.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Is something paper blows out of your car? You're trying to chase it down. You're like trying to stomp.
That got me out of a ticket. I think I've told the story before. Josh has heard it, I'm sure.
Oh, probably 1,000 times.
But we were in Wyoming, and the wind never blows in Wyoming, you know. It never blows under 80 mile an hour. But anyway, officer comes up and says, license and registration, please. And I'm handing it over, and my insurance paper goes blowing down the wind. And he's doing that whole run and chase thing. It finally, it got hung up on a fence, and he's sprinting and trying to get it and gets away. And so lost my insurance paper. And he says, why don't you just keep it, slow it down here, son, and we'll let it go.
You can't look cool.
Let's just pretend it's there.
You can't look cool front scooting in a chair. Like, you know, you're trying to scoot up in a desk.
How about riding a Segway?
You can make it. You
can look
everybody
cool doing that.
extremely uncomfortable.
No.
Can you?
Riding a Segway.
Paul Blart?
Yeah.
Paul Blart, yeah.
You think you can?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see all the moves he was doing? I think he went over some sweet jumps.
How about taking a bite of food that's too hot? Like pizza rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Like once it's already in your mouth,
Yeah.
and you realize you've made a horrible mistake.
Right. Instant lava.
Instant lava.
Yeah.
Instant
Terrible.
tongue melts.
You got to expand the cheeks and blow through.
Or you have to get like a drink of water, so now you're chasing that straw around.
Bush Light.
Still, you're chasing that straw around.
You drink your Bush Light with a straw?
No, I just had to use the straw thing.
Time for a breakfast bingo. Next topic for Coffee Club. Josh, how does it work?
So every topic spells out bingo. So like the first answer is B, second answer is I, N-G-O.
So 5 questions.
5 questions.
Okay.
And we still don't know if bingo was the dog or the farmer.
Equipment for viewing something that's far away.
Binoculars.
Andrew's always good at these. A recipe provides a list of these. Ingredients. When it's 12 p.m.,
Noon.
it's noon. Grandparents have these.
Grandkids.
Grandchildren.
Gray hair.
Plot twist.
Granny panties.
Did you just look at me when you said gray hair?
No, you bypassed that.
They go on a Christmas tree.
Ornaments.
Ornaments.
We're on O.
Next game this morning, answer wrong and win. I did not give you guys these. I don't think we did these last week. Name a country that borders Disney World.
Italy.
Which is closer, the moon or the sun?
Mars.
Jupiter.
Oh my goodness, Ken and I thought the same thing.
It said it exactly in sync too.
Who's married to Keith Urban?
Me.
No, not me.
Oh.
Although I would marry him for his cars. The dude's
He has cars?
Oh, he
I
has
wouldn't
a
even do that.
fantastic car collection.
Really?
Yeah.
I know Jay Leno does.
Yeah, Jay Leno's
Oh,
another
Jay
one I
Leno
would take out
probably
for a
has.
steak dinner.
Yeah. What is
Yeah, man.
played in a football stadium?
Basketball.
Golf.
Pickleball.
Football.
America's biggest state.
Your mom.
Maine.
Rhode Island.
It was gonna, and with a game like this, it was gonna happen.
The greatest thing is she's listening right now.
I know. Is she?
Yeah, she's been commenting.
I love you, Mom. You're the bestest mom ever there was. Becky, I'm going to give you I'll give you a solid 2 there. Right. When a woman goes out on a date, she'll often dab a little of this on her neck and her wrists.
Barbecue sauce.
That's what I was going to say.
I was gonna say that's actually not a bad idea if she wants to.
That's how we got to the barbecue stand on a white t-shirt.
If only there could be a sandwich by the bedside.
Oh my gosh.
What?
But there can be.
Answer wrong.
He knows. He
Answer
knows.
wrong here today. What object in space provides light for the Earth?
Uranus.
Uranus.
No, Uranus.
Uranus.
It's a planet.
What
Uranus.
what
It
kind
is.
of, I'm moving on quickly here. What kind of snack does a sunflower plant produce?
Popcorn.
Cake.
Cheetos?
Uranus?
And name something you'd cook on a barbecue grill.
Nope.
Everything you can cook on there.
Yeah, you can cook everything on a grill.
These are old.
You probably could. Now, the next game that I did send you the details on, we've got to rank each of these from best to worst. So there's a bunch of these, and we're going to start here with somebody's going to have to help me pronounce this. All of the houses of
You're kidding me.
of the Harry Potter.
Got
You're
Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw. For me, it goes.
Oh, she's excited.
Oh yeah,
She's very excited
I love
about
Harry
this.
Potter. It goes Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, then Ravenclaw.
Somebody's had way too much butterbeer this morning.
Somebody needs an oxygen mask.
Okay,
Breathe,
Andrew.
can I breathe?
Yeah, for you, rank the houses. What are the houses?
Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin.
See, that's just who your personality is.
No, that's a
though.
totally objective analysis of how prestigious each house is.
You're a Gryffindor?
And we can fight about it later.
All right.
Are you a Gryffindor?
Challenge accepted.
Gryffindor up top.
That's where
And
you
then
would be?
Hufflepuff, and then Ravenclaw, and then Slytherin.
Hufflepuff.
What are you,
I
Josh?
feel like I'm a Hufflepuff.
You're a Hufflepuff?
Yeah, because puff, and I'm puffy.
It's a character trait thing.
Blow
but
your
okay.
house down.
I'll Hufflepuff and I'll blow your house.
All right, Charlie, how about you?
Mine was the same as Andrew's.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Amalia?
She never watched Harry Potter.
She doesn't even.
You what?
Yeah, that's number one.
Which one?
My house?
Your house?
Yeah. I don't know the other houses.
Becky, are you completely out on this one?
The only house I know is the House of the Rising Sun.
Nailed it.
All right.
Had to.
That's right, baby.
I really think that I don't know if my wife's listening or not, but she really needs to get on this because I think she might fight with you or agree with you, but I don't know. But I'm pretty sure
She likes
there's
Harry Potter.
Yeah, big fan. And I'm pretty sure there's the Gryffindor is like number one.
Yeah, there's actually an
And the
actual
Ravenclaw
order.
is the
All right.
next one.
So according to the survey, it said Slytherin was number one because of ambition, cunning, self-preservation, and resourcefulness.
No, they're just evil.
Really? So that's why their house basically went dormant.
Second
Wow,
was
he's very serious about this,
Gryffindor.
Jesse. He's shooting you some looks.
That was just a slight. I apologize. It was out of line.
Which one was Harry?
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
It was Gryffindor.
Wait, was he though? Because they
'Cause
put
he
him
was-
in Gryffindor, but he was originally supposed to be
Slytherin.
Slytherin.
Yeah, I thought Gryffindor was a guy's name.
There was no intent. All right, it's not like I
thinking
was
of
almost
Dumbledore.
this. It doesn't count. You're either in or you're
the
out.
wizard.
Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Dumbledore,
My
Gryffindor.
kids love it. So
I'm
I probably should. Is there a place you can go on the internet where you you can take a
Yeah,
survey?
YouTube
Yes.
TV.
Oh, yeah.
And you can figure
but
out what
be
you
careful. Don't click on the other links around the edges.
are. Careful of the advertisements.
Those will get you every
I have
time.
a question really quick for Kenna and Andrew. So is Harry Potter was he an orphan and they're staying in these houses, or was he going to college and he's in fraternity?
So
I'm
here's
so
what happened. So his
confused.
mom and dad were murdered by an evil wizard. He goes to
Who
live
was a
with his
Slytherin?
Yes, who was a Slytherin. Who then he goes to live with his uncle, but his uncle and his aunt are not wizards, but he is. So then when you turn a
Full
certain
plot line.
age,
Holy cow.
when you turn a certain
Blood
age,
Prince.
you go to Hogwarts, which is basically a boarding school, and you go there till you graduate high school.
So yes, he was somewhat of an orphan.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this. If you want to ruin the rest of your summer, start down the Harry Potter movies. And
They're really good.
actually, you're a book reader, aren't you?
Order?
Do you read books?
Yes, you need to go in order.
Like
Yes.
3 pages
Oh, so you're not a
of a
book
book.
reader. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Rank these each from best to worst. The next one is these 4 things: traveling, all-inclusive, mini break, or cruise. Who wants to go on this one here?
I got you.
Repeat it.
Okay, Charlie's going to go.
I was gonna say I'd start with all inclusive, then traveling, then a mini break, lastly a cruise. I'm not
Second.
stuck out on the ocean if something happens.
You like all those?
I'm not
That's
real
order.
excited about that.
I'll tell you that I went on a cruise for a honeymoon, and the most exciting thing was when they were like, "Everybody, please come to the top deck. There is a bloated dead whale."
Excuse me.
Where's my
come
monocle?
to the-
So did you run?
Oh my gosh, I must have a beverage.
You're right, I ran because I thought one thing: dead wells equal what?
Sharks.
Sharks, baby. Sharks, exactly. Yeah.
Are you a fan of Shark Week? Are you a Shark Week guy?
I mean, I dabble in it.
Oh,
Oh
we're
my
gonna
goodness.
you and me.
For me, it was
Mini
all
break.
inclusive, mini break, travel, and then cruise.
Let's just say Shark Week to me is like Harry Potter to those two.
Oh, I'm with you.
Next on the list,
Hey, I would-
London, Paris, New York, and Tokyo.
Pass.
How would you rate them? Who's got it?
Well, I'd go to London, and then I'd go to New York. No, I'd keep it. You know what? The way you have them is how I'd keep them. I don't ever want to go to
London,
Tokyo.
Paris, New York, Tokyo.
Yeah, I
I
think
Tokyo first because of the sushi.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them, they can just, because Paris and London don't have good food, and New York, I
What?
don't really want to go
What?
there.
See, I only want to go to New
What?
York for Broadway.
You say Paris and London have good food?
They don't got good food. Fish and chips?
You're in France. French food is great.
What?
What?
Andrew, you're gonna have
Open
to
a cookbook, man. Open a cookbook.
You're gonna have
It's
to
not Southern
enlighten-
soul food.
See, you're just
Paris, London, Tokyo, New York.
No, Tokyo sushi.
I
Paris,
went.
London,
with you on that.
Tokyo, New York.
I went Tokyo, New York, Paris, and then London. Mostly
So-
because out of those places, London is one place I've been. I have never been to Tokyo. I went through New York airport, and then
See the naked cowboy?
never. No, but I would have took him at least a cape or something.
He has a cape, actually.
Does he?
he does.
Edna
Does it
would be
fly in
mad.
it?
Rank these. You got football, rugby, F1, or cricket. Kenna learned something yesterday.
I did learn something. So I learned what F1 is because I didn't know what it was.
Isn't that a car?
Yeah, actually.
Formula One racing.
F1.
I thought it was a button on a keyboard.
F-150 is
F-150.
is a pickup. But yeah, F1 is like Formula racing, the little Indy cars with the blade as the front edge.
The open wheels.
Yeah. So I would choose F1, football, cricket, then rugby.
Okay, Charlie,
I'd like
how about
to.
you?
Keep it in the order you have.
So football, rugby, F1, cricket.
I've never seen rugby.
It's basically football,
Right.
but with like
Right.
Oh, it's
Really
Pass.
angry
su-
dude.
super dangerous.
Yeah, I would kind of like to go watch because I heard
Yeah.
they got like this one guy who is like the Hulk of
Yeah.
rugby players.
I want to say he's a New Zealander.
Yeah.
And he's big.
Yeah.
Mean. Yeah.
He leads with his shoulder,
He
doesn't he?
does.
Yeah.
He does. And there's no padding. So
I would
you
also
feel
go
the full brunt.
I would also go the football, rugby, and then F1 and cricket.
I would go football, rugby, and that's where I'd stop.
F1 is
Boring.
no, it'd be fun to watch.
And it makes a left turn.
No, that's NASCAR.
And another left turn.
It's NAPCAR.
So does I guess Formula they do wiggle a little bit. They do some other things.
Some-
but they're still
Some tracks they go through European cities.
They
and-
do.
Yeah,
They do.
it's a little bit more.
They do.
If they wiggle,
And they
there's a
still
problem.
provide a really good nap.
Yes, they do.
It would be
Last
more
one for rank each line from best to worst is pub, bar, club, and sofa.
Okay, quick before we get to this, what's the difference between a pub and a bar?
huge difference.
What?
One is spelled P-U-B.
Don't piss off
What?
Mr. Ambrose.
What do you do?
No, I'm genuinely curious because I don't know.
If you were
I
if you were to define pub versus bar,
and so in my own personal definition, Sarge's is bar.
Okay.
okay.
A pub would be Cunningham's on the Lake in Kearney.
I've never
Okay.
been there, but
So
okay.
the
something
front
that's
half.
going to serve, yeah, something that's going to serve,
Someone's gonna serve me versus
but
me
serve
going
you
up to
food. So pub food, all right.
Okay,
Traditional
okay,
pub
okay.
fare is going to be your mozzarella sticks, onion
McKinney's.
rings. Okay,
McKinney's.
yeah, I get there. I
Okay.
get there. Yeah.
okay.
Okay, that makes sense because like I know like they're kind of like set up the same. So what makes them different?
It's a bar with an all-out menu,
Okay, yeah. See, that makes sense. Okay,
and a lot of times,
that
like
helps my list.
if you go to McKinney's, they got really good spinach artichoke dip.
All right, Nick the Cop. If you're going to rank these, pub, bar, club, and sofa.
So I'm gonna go with sofa. sofa.
Why? Because you don't have to put
prefer the
pants
sofa
on.
It adds up.
Exactly.
It adds up.
I'd rather just stay on the sofa than go to the other three.
Same.
What?
I like
I'll change
that
that up just a
sofa.
little
Or my
bit.
pool in my backyard.
Yeah, that's
I'll change it up just a little bit.
Okay.
Pub, sofa, pub, sofa.
See, I was going to go sofa, pub.
Well, I can get behind that as well.
Have you guys been to a club yet, though?
I've been to one, and it was the most.
You know how much
traumatizing
work
thing
that
in my
seemed?
When I was in
entire life.
college.
So Sam,
That seems like more work and trouble
Amalia.
than it's worth.
no, I went to she's never been to a club. She's in high school.
How do you know?
Have you been to a club?
No.
Okay. Have you been to a pub?
No.
Have you been to a bar?
No.
How's the sofa?
Have you been to a sofa?
Do you have a sofa?
Yes.
No, we call it a couch at our house.
So Sam Knoll took Seth Baumert and I in Lincoln to our first club this past whenever we went. And it was very, very much awkward. You had dudes stand all along the wall. And then you had people in their drunken stupor out like making ridiculous. So that we could tie that back, there's no way that you can dance and not look awkward at a club.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, it was
I think that depends what state of mind you're in.
Yeah.
How late the night is?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
who you're dancing with, I think there's a lot of different variables.
What's your blood alcohol
Exactly.
level?
Well, I can tell you 5 Busch Lights didn't make it better.
Here's our VK trivia for today on a Friday morning. What do the washing machine, the zipper, the foghorn, and the snowmobile, and the paint roller, what do all of those things have in common?
A track.
No.
They roll.
What does a washing machine, a zipper, a foghorn, a snowmobile, and the paint roller all have in common?
They were invented by the same person.
Close.
Oh.
Whoa.
If somebody gets it, do we get him a bag coffee way?
Yeah, we should. So we'll, if you can tell me what it is, type it in on our Facebook Live or call us here at the studios, 345-5598. But what do the washing machine, the zipper, and the foghorn, and the snowmobile, and the paint roller all have in common? They were all invented by blank.
What's the last one?
The paint roller,
What is that?
it's like a rolling pin that you use on your calves or whatever, I think, right?
They were all invented by
Not all invented by women. That's good. It's a good guess. I mean, that may be.
Did you
but I
just
doubt
hear
it.
pain and you were...
I think that could get you in trouble.
Associated it with.
So we'll come back to that trivia here in a quick second, but we have another segment here for Coffee Club while you're trying that, folks. And by the way, we do have a special coffee today.
Yes, we do. Our coffee sponsor is Regier Coffee Roasters out of Madrid, Nebraska. And so basically how it all began is his wife gave him a small coffee roaster for his birthday. And then he quickly fell in love with roasting and the process of it and exploring different regions and beans and then mixing them together to provide like a fresh cup of coffee. And ever since 2020, he has been roasting coffee and enjoying it with his family. And now it's a good conversation starter because he's even had the 302 Perk House. His name is Jason Regier, and he's doing a great job with coffee. And we had several people say, hey, you guys need to check this guy out. And so we messaged him, and he was super excited to be a part of this. He's a full-time farmer. And so he sent us the Farmer Blend, which is that one. Which
The
is
Farmer Blend, is that what we're drinking
Yep.
today?
Well, we have a little bit of all three of them.
Really?
Yep. And so
The Farmer Blend?
basically, when we contacted him, he was a hoot to work with.
Yeah.
And he just loves roasting coffee. He does what's called an air roasting instead of a barrel roaster. And so it gives it a little bit of a different flavor. And we have some bags of coffee to give away to some listeners. And he said also give some away to your coffee club guests.
So if you're on our Facebook Live, on the Coyote Facebook Live, the first two people that say Madrid, Nebraska as a comment,
Right.
it's not Madrid. They will get mad at you.
Right.
Madrid, Nebraska as a comment. The first two will get to get these bags of coffee. And they are, yes, out of Madrid, Nebraska, and another Nebraska roaster, so we love to celebrate
And
champion.
I will tell you that if you're looking for coffee that is good at a reasonable price, when you and I were checking out the prices,
It's good. Yeah.
It was really good. So you can get like a 2-pound bulk bag.
And to be honest, we are a little bit of coffee snobs here at the radio station.
Yeah, I would say we're snobby.
And out of all the coffees,
bit.
out of a 1 to 10 ranking, we these were all +8.
They were all +8, yeah, for sure. And he has different ones, light brews. He has certain region coffees, and then he has his blends that he has come up with. But he also has a special thing which you can do and get signed up for, where you can get coffee from him every single month. And it could be a special coffee that he just created that nobody else can get. But if you're somebody that loves coffee, we recommend you check him out. We have a great post on our website that you can go and get his link.
We're here, Coffee Roasters out of Madrid, Nebraska. We'll also take caller number 3 right now, 345-5598. Caller number 3 is going to get a bag of Regier Coffee Roasters, our coffee sponsor here today.
We're hoping that, because he is a farmer, and so this is kind of his busy time, towards the winter, he actually wants to come and kind of visit the studios, and we might be able to do some more coffee giveaways then.
Get him in here this winter. Our trivia question here: what do the washing machine, the zipper, the foghorn, and the snowmobile and the paint roller have in common? The answer is they were all invented by Canadians.
Oh, don't you know?
Were they all drinking a Colt?
Row your boat.
They were all invented by Canadians.
What's this all about?
One more topic I promised we'd get to was, would you run with the Bulls? Right now, the running of the Bulls is taking place in Pamplona, Spain. The running of the Bulls goes until July 14th.
He would. So
Would you or would you not? Colt, let's start with you. Would you run with the Bulls?
Don't threaten me with a good time. I'll run with them. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to make it back.
Yeah.
But I'll go. Yeah, I'd go.
Is it City Slickers? Is that the movie with Billy Crystal and the running of the Bulls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Singing Moon River. Amalia, would you run with the Bulls?
Okay, so I'm really glad that you asked this question because that's like on my bucket list. I want to do that before I die, or I want to like actually ride a bull. Like,
You
I wanna
better
go
make it
bull
your
riding.
last.
I can set up that riding a bull thing for you if you'd like.
Huh?
I can set that riding a bull thing if you'd like.
Red Willow County Fair is like 2 weeks out.
Yeah, we can get that done.
I really want to, like, so bad. I just feel like I'd be naturally good at it. I know I'd probably not be good, but I just, in my, like...
Let's start with a sheep.
Really, it's the confidence that you need. The confidence to get on that,
Mutton busting, yeah.
giant animal.
Yeah, let's start with the mutton busting and then move our way up.
Is there any way you guys could like get that going, where
I'm sure we
hook her
could.
up with a sheep
Bless
that
you.
we can get her on?
So, Charlie, how about you? Would you run with the Bulls?
10, 15 years ago, yes, right away. I'd probably do it now. Lost a step over the years.
Yeah.
But all you got to do is be quicker than 20 other people, and you should be good to go. So.
But that's the problem. Dodging the Bulls would not be bad if you were the only one out there. It's the other morons that would get in your way.
I think if your strategy's got to be like you run up next to a guy and throw
Right,
him down.
right.
Just run up the next guy and throw him down.
It's like F1 racing. You just got to zig and zag and make your way through, and
right.
just have 20 people behind you, and you're
It's
good
just
to
like
go.
Formula One racing.
The problem is I'd zig when I should have zagged. Andrew.
So it's a yes for me, but my strategy is different. You run along the side, right?
Okay.
So
That's where the
I don't know if
masses
you've
of
ever
people
moved
are, though.
cattle
Yeah.
before. I've moved cattle very few times in my life, but it always seems like the leader of the pack's in the middle. So I give myself a little bit of insurance if I'm along the sides of how we're running around those streets in Spain.
Yeah.
And in everything I've ever seen, people are jumping up on fence and stuff. So you can always bail.
Nick the Cop, would you run with the Bulls?
I would run with them. I think it'd be a fun time, especially if Colt's there, because I think I can outrun Colt. So I will be safe.
Oh, you're so funny.
Prove it.
Oh dear.
So,
With all your
We
gear
can
on.
set a small version of this up.
I was going to say, a GoFundMe account has been
Who's going to be the bull, or are we going to run?
created for Nick the Cop. and-
You both were just offering bowls for Amalia. Why can't we just use them?
Wait,
We can go
We
out
could.
to the ranch south of Cambridge, out to Woody Farms.
I've been chased a few times.
We got bulls out there.
do you guys have to have both all your gear on when you race?
That's not fair.
Yes.
That's all his is.
Yes. It's not my fault.
I mean, if you want me to
Profession
beat you in
chose.
full stuff. I can, I guess.
We're talking SCBA too.
I want to be the ring girl in this
I
fight.
climb stairs.
Round one fight.
I think we all want you to be the ring girl
Thank
in
you.
this fight, Josh.
I know I do.
Let's get ready to rumble.
It's time for birthdays. We're a little late for that, actually. If you want to call in birthdays, 345-5598. You can message us on Facebook. We'll try to get that on for you, too. Or if you know anybody in the studio, text them now so we can get those birthdays on the radio. Does anybody have some birthdays they'd like to share on the radio?
We have a message.
And who's that from?
That was pretty perfect.
I don't know. I can't see it. I just heard it.
I heard a ding.
We got Judy McCoon has a birthday.
Yeah.
And then also Richard Hall has a birthday today.
Davin Brunswick's got a birthday. Gene Whedon, Councilman. Gene Whedon's got a birthday. Justin Huss. Hallie Stevens got a birthday. Austin Cherry. Lindsay Nothnagel with a birthday. Anybody else?
I
got
have
2.
weekend birthdays.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nick.
I've got 2. Derek Rayburn from Cambridge.
Okay.
And then my cousin Heidi from Colorado.
I've got 2 Sunday birthdays, Natasha Sailors and then Reese Delaveau.
My brother's
birthday,
birthday's
Tasha.
on Saturday.
Which one?
The one I like.
Your birthday? Whose birthday?
My birthday already passed.
Yeah.
when was that?
Ooh, gosh.
June 27th.
Yeah, I got a happy birthday message from Kenna and from Josh. I didn't get one from you or from Seth. Yeah. Really? Happy late birthday to you too.
Yep, I said that birthday.
Happy birthday.
I know you did not just send me a text.
It just now came through.
I want to know that I still beat him.
Yeah. I'll remember that. You even had it on the calendar too.
Happy belated birthday.
There's another one for Sunday.
Who's that?
Tasha Wilson
Okay. Happy birthday, Tasha.
and Rhonda Graff.
We got to give out a prize to somebody for our birthdays. Andrew Ambries and Sainers hooks them up with a donut. Who is our birthday giveaway here today? Come on, Josh, pick one.
I don't.
They also get a.
It would be like mine that I would have on my list.
Let's
It would be.
go with Judy.
Judy, yeah.
Judy McCune. Nice gal. She works hard for the area out at Kinship Point. Also gets obviously the Sainers donut and gets a Rocket Inn large pizza and some beverages from Coca-Cola.
Yes, we got a huge lineup of beverages from Coca-Cola. We got Dr. Pepper cream soda pop.
Beverage.
Cream soda pop.
Cream soda pop.
Soda pop in a boat.
So I just want to make a point.
Oh, here
When
we
you
go.
get something like that, it says cream soda, not cream pop. It says
That's a really
cream
good-
soda.
That's a really good point.
To make
Good
a point.
We're gonna all switch to soda now.
Yeah.
I think we have to.
Soda.
Let's move to our celebrity birthdays. We're going to be fast with this because it's already 8 o'clock. Don't want to make people late for work here, but Wolfgang Puck, chef. He's a chef.
Oh, no. Okay. He looks like the anger management guy.
Lance Gross is 40.
Bicyclist.
He's a TV actor.
That'd be
Lance Armstrong.
Oh, no, that's okay.
You missed a good actress.
Who's that?
The old looking lady with the big weird nose.
Okay, no, we have to guess based on that description.
all of them.
She got red hair.
Yeah.
She does look familiar.
Angelica Houston. What's she from?
I have no idea.
The Addams Family, the Royal
Addams Family.
Tenenbaums,
Mom would know.
Daddy
Angelica Houston.
Daycare, and Smash.
No, she's an actress.
John D. Rockefeller.
He's the
Musician.
one in New York.
Business.
Engineer.
Mobile. Yeah, entrepreneur. Toby Keith.
Country
Country
singer.
singer.
Country singer.
Can you name any Toby
Soda
Keith
Pop.
song?
Yeah, that's something.
Red Solo Cup.
Red Solo.
Out of all his songs, you go with Red Solo.
Fill you up.
Yeah.
Let's have a party.
All right, let's see. Seth the Bomb Bomber. Hey, run in here real quick, buddy. Come here.
He ain't coming in.
He's
Come on,
ignoring
come
it.
on.
He's
Come on.
not.
Sethy.
Come be a bomber.
He's not going to do it.
He schedules a lot of our music. Let's get him a wireless real quick. Come here.
He doesn't know
Right in the middle. I want you to name, it's Toby Keith's birthday. He's 61 years old. I want you to name your favorite Toby Keith song. What is it? Hey, what is it?
I love this bar.
I love this bar.
I love this.
That's a good one.
Remember, bars don't have food.
I love this pub. It doesn't do the same thing. Should have been a Cowboys. Another good one.
1 second. I gotta go, but there's
Okay.
2 things I want to say real quick.
Okay.
Good morning, Carly. And Alexa, order sauce.
No!
You have to take your wife a coffee.
Also with birthdays today, Kevin Bacon.
Oh, Bacon.
Yes.
Everybody knows Kevin Bacon.
Can you name
Everybody should know Kevin.
6 degrees of bacon? Yeah. Footloose.
Hold on,
Apollo
we do.
13.
We actually have less than 6.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. The River Wild, Hollow Man, Mystic River, Friday the 13th, Tremors. Out of all those.
Oh, see you later, Seth.
Bye,
Thanks
Seth.
For coming by.
Thanks for contributing. Jaden Smith,
Will Smith's son.
23 years old.
Do number one.
And Maya Hockey.
Uma Thurman's daughter, Stranger Things, Robin.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say happy
No.
birthday or Merry Christmas in Hawaii.
No, that's Uma Thurman's daughter.
Mele Mihiki Haka.
She's a phenomenal.
Maka Haki Hiki Hiki Ho.
Oh, wow.
I think we're going to offend somebody if we don't stop.
We usually do. It's not a show until we do.
Yeah.
Fun Coffee Club on Friday the 8th of July. Charlie, thanks for being here. Hope you had a good time here.
I did. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Folks like to learn more about the McCook Economic Development Corporation. How do they do so?
Go to our website or give us a call at 345-1200.
I'm glad to have you in that position. I think it's good for McCook. So, all right. Anything else? Everybody good? Do a wrap here?
Good.
Should we give away one more bag of
Yeah,
this
give away
fantastic coffee? Our coffee sponsor, Regier Coffee
Did we have
Company.
a winner?
What?
Yeah, you had
Did we have a winner?
Yeah, we had a winner
did.
call in. It's Andrew's mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
really?
I had somebody message
Yeah.
me too. They claimed that they were the winner because they said they posted it on Facebook before it got called in.
Really? Well,
No,
were
we
doing.
gave one on air and then 2 bags on Facebook.
Yeah,
Was
so we-
was one of them online too? Logan Baker.
I don't know.
Whoa.
I know Logan.
Yeah, Logan messaged me. He
I
says,
know.
"Hey, bring me my coffee. I won."
Let me see here.
We got one more bag to give away. We'll take caller number 4 right now. For
Logan Baker's not on there.
Is he on the SNOOZEBUSTER page?
Alicia Edwards.
I don't know what page.
Oh,
he's
he
on.
could have been on SNOOZEBUSTER. Let me go there.
I
real quick.
did declare you had to be on the Coyote page.
Did you say that?
I did.
Yeah, he did.
Regier Coffee Roasters. You can find them online just by that. RegierCoffeeRoasters.com. And we got one more bag we're giving
Hold
away.
on.
As our coffee sponsor.
Because now we have a lot
Sure.
to go off of.
You're going to have to go back to the first 2. That was the deal.
Because we have people posted on our SNOOZEBUSTER page.
But I said the Coyote page.
You said Coyote.
I did. Because we're broadcasting multiple places. So there you go. That's a wrap here for Friday, the 8th of July. Coffee Club on Hometown Family Radio's 105.3 Coyote Country. Happy